Hello everyone and welcome to another day of All Creator Live, and I am back playing more Genshin Impact. I'm a little bit late to starting the stream today because I slept a little longer than I thought I was going to. I thought I was only going to do about 5 hours of sleep. I ended up getting like 6 or so. And yeah, I kept y'all up to date. I kept y'all up to date by posting in the posts tab. And when I went into there today, there's a new YouTube feature where the posts tab is also the community tab. I don't know what they want to do with that dang tab. Like, it started out as the community tab. Then they changed its name to the posts tab. Now they've made it to where it's the posts tab, but there's also a section in it called the community. And I don't understand what the difference is. I think in the community section of the posts tab, everyone's allowed to post as long as you're subscribed to my channel. But I looked at the settings and there's this weird thing on there that says subscribers can only post like one thing a day on the tab, and I'm like, alright, well, what's the difference? Like, I know the way the posts tab has always worked is that I can post something and y'all can respond to it. But does this mean, like, with the community setting enabled, does everyone get to post anything on that tab now? Which is cool, I don't mind that, but it kind of sucks that you guys are only allowed to post like one thing a day. And there's no way to change that setting. I looked at it, and I don't know if maybe it's different for people who are partnered with YouTube or not, but for me in the settings it says who can post, and it says next to that subscribers, and there's no option for me to change that. And then below that it says how many times a day, and it says once a day, and I clicked on it. I tried to click on it, and no options to change that either. So I'm like, what kind of options menu is this, where it just lets me see what the availability is, but it doesn't allow me to change it? That's not an options menu. That's just a, hey, we're doing this menu. I'm like, what? But I don't know. If you guys are able to post something on the posts tab now, that's cool. It's just as, I don't know, it's just as interesting as you guys being able to comment on my videos or comment on my posts that I post. I don't see any big difference there, but I guess that's cool. If that's something you guys are interested in, you could do it, and I don't have any problem with it as long as it's nothing that goes against the YouTube community guidelines or the rules that I have in place. The no spamming, no breaking up messages, no soliciting, no fighting rules, plus 18 plus as well. And yeah, feel free to hop over to the posts tab and let me know how I'm doing, or say hello, or whatever you want to. Just I guess it'll help me test what this new feature is all about. Right now, I just now saw it, not even 30 minutes ago, like 15 minutes ago. It confused the hell out of me. But yeah, I woke up to that, and imagine my surprise. I was just like, I don't know what this is. I don't have time to figure it out or look up anything on it. So I'll just be like, okay, I activated it, and that's all. So yeah, Genshin Impact, not Power World. I know I've been playing that a lot lately, but I've mostly been doing it super late at night early in the morning when I'm typically at work. But, I guess that could be why I've been so addicted to it, because those are the hours that I'm usually working or sleeping. And since I'm on vacation, I'm like, well, I gotta do something. I guess I'll play Power World. Cause now that my my cat Fred has passed away, that took up a bit of my time. Uh, Whenever I think about it, like I would do a lot in the mornings that revolved around him. Like cleaning his litter box, feeding him, playing with him and stuff before I had to eventually go into my room and then not come out for several hours, so that he knows that I'm still alive and I'm still here and I still love him and stuff. But now that he's not here, I don't really have much to do, so I guess Power World is filling a void that I usually fill with work. And, it's okay, but I mean, I don't know, there are more productive things I could be doing, like fixing my 3D printer, the main thing I've been wanting to do, and I just haven't, because I've already discussed this. I've already discussed this, but it does take a very long time. And you might think, oh, you just gotta, take the needle, put it up there, get out all the gunk, and then there we go. But it's not just that, it's the fact that I have to make sure that the prints are going to print out okay. And that means I have to sit through an entire print. And it can't just be a short print either, because I've got to make sure that it's going to be able to handle larger prints. So it's going to have to be a larger print. And that's going to take time. That's going to take at least half a day. And it'll just be me sitting there just looking at my 3D printer. And that's it. Because if I step away to do something else, and the print starts to fuck up, I won't really know why it fucked up unless I was there to see it, It could have been the nozzle, it could have been the rate at which the filament was getting fed through the thing, and it could have been the fact that the bed itself might not be getting warmed up enough. I don't know, there are all kinds of little things that you have to tweak on a 3D printer to make sure it's functioning correctly. And the only way that you can be sure it's functioning correctly is if you watch it like a child in a at a swimming pool, like make sure it doesn't end up going into the deep end, stuff like that. Make sure it doesn't run along the side of the pool. Make sure it doesn't talk to strangers, all that kind of stuff that you do when you take your kid to the swimming pool. Yeah, so it's just going to have to be one of those things. But I'll let you all know when I get it fixed, because I know you guys are a little excited. I talked about doing stuff for Java at the Java cam up there in the corner. I want to give them little hats and things. And you guys love Java, I know you do. You already expressed that to me through the poll that I did last month. And he seemed like he was going to win for a while there. Well, actually, no, that's right. He did win the poll, but I think second place was the layers that I do, like the little animation that I have at the bottom there. That I also want to work on, but once again, just procrastinating, playing Power World, and today, Genshin Impact. So you might be wondering, Jason, you've done everything in the vacation area in Genshin Impact. What is there left to do? Well, surprise, surprise, they gave us one more little vacation celebration to undertake. So Paimon already said that she wants to go to a different location. And I forget exactly why she said that. But She wants to go somewhere, so I'm like, okay, cool, let's go somewhere. And I'm guessing we're going to be meeting Yelan there because she's part of whatever this is. Summer is here and on your way to Yelan Wharf for tea. That's it. Paimon wanted to go to Yelan Wharf for tea. You and Paimon run into Yelan. It's not long before you find yourselves embroiled in a special case. Alright, cool. The Stygian Onslaught is back. And this Journey Home event has about 20 days left. So I can definitely take care of this some other time. Plenty of time. It's also a character story, so it's available whenever. So don't think you're watching this saying, oh man, another event I can't do because it's already over. No, this is part of a story event, which is something that is going to be available regardless of when it was first released. And the only difference between you in the future watching this and me in the present is that me in the present gets to benefit from the gifts that they showcase over there. All these. Once I get this done, I'll get those rewards. But you in the future, unfortunately, you're a little too late to get all those. I mean, you know, unless you're playing within 20 days of when I post this video. This I already took care of. A lot of fun. I really loved it. I like the fact that Bennett gets a happy ending. And all of the other stuff. But you want to know something I do want to do? I want... Well, first to look at this. Okay, so we got Mualani and Chazda available. Even though the summer event that they start in isn't available anymore. Which is weird. I don't know why they decided to give these guys the banner right after the event. Oh, God, sorry I'm yawning and everything. It's just, like I said, I woke up not long ago. Like, whew. My brain is cooked. But yeah, they gave them 20 days. I don't know. So I'm guessing in 20 days is when we're going to finally be seeing things from the new expansion, which is pretty much what I thought it was going to be, somewhere mid-September, which makes sense. Because they always do the updates in September. The new areas. I mean, not the updates, the expansions. That's it. Alright, so what I wanted to see is... Yeah, it's still here! Hooray! The first time a vacation area has not disappeared forever. That makes me happy. Is it still the same... Asha loving... Yes, the Asha is still here. Can I still transform into them? Yes. Alright. I still have to unlock one color. Oh wait, does it say? Traces of chroma. Oh. Oh, right. That's the one mission that involved the guys and their obsession with that special paint ability. I guess I haven't done that. I haven't done everything to that side quest. Oh, well. It's nice that we finally have a vacation area to actually go to. So all those who, you know, take their vacations somewhere outside of June, July, and August, you can finally celebrate your vacation in Genshin Impact. Alright. Let's go check out what this thing is with Yelan. I've got so many waypoints to fucking find. I cannot believe it. Like, there's still this whole mist area that's confusing the hell out of me. I don't know. There's a lot to do in Natlan still. But I should be able to find time to do it all. You know, because the next area we're going to isn't going to be jam-packed with stuff to do immediately. I remember when we first started in Natlan, I ended up going back to Fontaine for a little while because I couldn't find a whole lot to do. What is this? Does it have something to do with... Oh, yeah. I guess it has to do with the journey home thing. But that's not what we're doing. We are going to continue our vacation and hang out with Yelan. There it is. Covert investigation. Dirty money misdeeds. In... Oh yeah. The wharf. I remember. Let's take the scenic route. There's the wharf. Isn't it beautiful? That's not all of it either. There's some stuff down there too. But yeah, I had a really weird dream too, just before I woke up. I was in a skyscraper type of apartment, and we were having problems with our air conditioning unit, which was like right outside of my window somehow. I don't know, I guess I was on the very top floor. But I was like, ah, fuck, that's gonna break, isn't it? And sure enough, it broke. And when it broke, it went crazy, like an overloaded washing machine. It started jumping around and stuff, going clang, clang, clang. And my sister came out to see what was going on, and I was like, get back in the house. Like the thing was going to turn, like the thing was going to kill everyone. And my mom came out, was wondering what was going on. I was like, stop being stupid, get away from the thing. Like the AC unit was a gigantic monster that was about to take out my family. I think I woke up because when I yelled stop being stupid, I think I did it in real life. You ever have one of those dreams where you just yell something and wake yourself up? I don't have them too often. In fact, if anything, if I'm going to do anything in my dreams to accidentally wake myself up, I'm going to accidentally punch the wall. That's why I have a pillow along the side of the wall of my bed. Because that happens. And it's crazy. And it hurts my knuckles. Alright. Let's get this story started. There she is.
Wait. The person drinking tea over there. Isn't that Yelan? Oh, looks like she's having some kind of tea party with friends. We're just in time. Aren't we gonna go say hi?
Well, Officer Edler, after all that work, I think we've got them this time. Might take a few days to wrap up things in the field. In the meantime, I think you've earned yourself a break.
Much appreciated, Miss Yelan. This case really took it out of me. 13 strongholds. One thieving weasel after another. We rounded up so many people, you almost start to hope a few were innocent, just to balance it out. I'm just glad we finally took down these crooks. Anyway, I'm gonna drop in on that old classmate of mine in Chaoying Village and reminisce about old times.
Don't forget to take some tea and dim sum back to your friends at the Maison Gardiennage.
Oh, looks like Yelan's friend left. Paimon kinda wanted to meet her.
Ah, another pleasant surprise. Traveler, Paimon, take a seat. Excuse me, a pot of your finest Junlai white tea if you would, and 2 more place settings. Now, judging by that expression, I assume you came over to ask about the 2 spies that were just watching us.
Ah! Spies? What spies? There were spies around here just now?
Oh, more than that, I'm sure. I bet they already sent someone to tail Officer Edler. Anything to foil our operation.
Oh, so you're tracking down some criminals? They've got some nerve spying on you like that. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon.
Well, those tend to be the kinds of cases that cross my desk. If I could leave it to someone else, I would. I could have been on vacation right now. Mora laundering, to the tune of 10 figures and counting.
Laundry? What does that have to do with Mora? And who are these figures? There are 10 of them?
In layman's terms, a certain merchant in Fontaine possesses a large amount of Mora obtained through illicit means. But it's easy to get caught when you're moving that kind of cash. So you cover your tracks, create a front to avoid detection, and what do you know? Your illegal Mora now looks completely legit. And this merchant's front of choice? Fine art and antique auctioneering. He buys goods from all over Tevat, brings them back to Fontaine, and rebrands them as pieces of fine art, driving up their price in the process. Then, when the items go to auction, he buys them up at their inflated price with his own illicit funds. And through this exchange, the proceeds he receives in return are clean. This process allows him to legitimize his illicit wealth. He even launders Mora for other criminals as well, a business which earned him the title the Dark Financier. That's to be expected, I suppose. In Chenyu Vale, you can get your hands on exquisite antiques without breaking the bank. Tea sets, porcelain, jade, statues, all easily marketed as pieces of fine art. Liyue goods being used in illicit underground schemes poses a real threat to our trade standing in the long run. So, instead of getting to enjoy my long-awaited vacation in Fontaine, it's back to work for me.
Okay, Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's like moving Mora from one hand to the other. In other words, just disguising where it originally came from. But if you know what this merchant is up to, shouldn't it be pretty easy to catch him? You go to the auction, wait for him to appear, then nab him right as he goes to purchase his expensive piece of Liyue art.
Not a bad plan, Paimon. But there are too many loose ends. If you were the mastermind behind this whole scheme, would you really expose yourself as the face of the operation?
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't want to be seen doing the dirty work. You'd send someone else instead. Like, if Paimon was the bad guy, she'd send the Traveler. No, wait. Even if Paimon turned bad, the Traveler would never. Paimon would need, like, a group of minions or something. Oh. Oh! Yelan gets it now. Even if you track down the goods, if this dark financier guy isn't the one doing the buying at the auction, you won't catch him.
It's not just a matter of who's at the auction. You also have to source the goods, transport them back to Fontaine, get them to the auction house, none of which are tasks he performs himself. He has a whole crew to hide behind. Tracking down the goods is already complicated enough. They change hands so many times, the trail is almost impossible to follow. So the most logical course of action is to play the long game. You start small. You find someone you can follow behind all the smoke screens, who'll lead you straight back to the dark financier himself.
Wait, so you were just pretending? And to think, Paimon thought all that stuff about wrapping up the case and taking a break was actually true!
Right you are, Traveler. Working with the Millilith and Officer Edler, we managed to launch attacks on all of the Dark Financier's strongholds, which allowed us to nab most of his crew. Those spies just now were his most important agents, the two people he trusts to have direct contact with him. The first is Corday, a senior member of the Fontaine Antique Association, in charge of auctioning off the goods. And the other is Dodamani, a ship owner from Sumeru and longtime cargo transporter. They're under pressure to salvage the situation, so we let them slip through the cracks on purpose. The goal is to make them think that, by some stroke of luck, they're in the clear and have room to act. They think keeping tabs on Officer Edler will allow them to operate under her radar and get whatever remains of their goods out of Liyue. But little do they know, while their attention's fixed on her, I'll be secretly gathering the intel that's gonna bring them crashing down. So, interested in coming along for the ride? I'm curious how you take to this line of work. Could be some potential there.
Yeah, we kind of stumbled into this whole thing, but now we're a part of it too. Let's do it! For Yelan, for the people of Chenyavale, and for, the Liyue business world!
I admire your selflessness, Traveler and Paimon. Let me be the one to look out for your self-interests then. Namely, your payment. How about we do this the Fontainian way? You'll get exactly what a top agent receives for a dangerous field mission. Getting started is always the hardest part, but luckily, I have a lead. The Dark Financier's crew is even more on guard than usual, so our best bet is to do some counter-surveillance to get on the right track. And I think I know just the place to start. Let's head northeast and see if I'm right.
Okay. This is less like a vacation and more like a criminal mystery. I had absolutely no idea this is what we were getting ourselves into. Okay. I guess that's cool. So we start at 1 and we work our way along to 6, probably. Oh, boy. Whew. All right. Counter surveillance point. Do I have to travel? Oh, not far. May as well just walk. But yeah, everything that they were talking about was pretty interesting. It's a lot like that in the art world. The fine art world is riddled with all kinds of stuff like that. I'm not a fine artist. I don't deal in paintings. I've done sculpting. I can do paintings. I've painted like I don't know how many things, but I used to do that when I was younger. But no, I've never sold any of my paintings. I sold like one sculpture and that's about it in terms of fine art. And that was for a person's funeral. And that was like back in 2017, 18. And that's another reason why doing commission work can be kind of sketchy. And that's why you need companies like the one I work for, Iris. It's not just the fine art world either. It's like the digital art space is riddled with stuff like that. And why you need someone to go between so that they can make sure you're not dealing with criminals or any kind of activity like that. Like, I know YouTube's partner program is the same way, and like TikTok, any kind of website or social media where it's like you can join a partner program or a commission program. They're all the same. They try and protect you from stuff like that. Because when you go through them, and if they're dealing with criminal activity, they're the ones that are responsible, because they're the ones that are dealing directly with the situation. That's why you always need like a middleman for something like that, because they're the ones that, if there is criminal activity, they're the ones that are no doubt going to have to research that kind of thing to make sure they're not dealing with anyone causing problems like that. And that's why I'm glad I work with Iris. Because if I'm ever having problems or anything where I feel like the customer's a little too sus, I could immediately talk with them, and they'll come up with some kind of bullshit reason why I'm not allowed, why I can't work with them anymore. Because otherwise for me it would be super awkward. Like, what the hell do you tell a person like that? I was working with this one person that, I won't get into specifics, but they were playing a type of video game, that, not the video game itself, but the commentary that they were doing was very risque, I guess you could say. And I did not feel comfortable working with them. And I mentioned it to them, and they were able to, pull me out of that. They've got a lot of people on their team to make sure I'm not uncomfortable with who I work with. And believe me, there are a lot of weirdos on the internet. I'm sure you, being a person on the internet right now, know that for sure. But yeah, it's an unsafe world out there. So keep yourself protected. Yeah, I think there wasn't anything I wanted to do before I get too far into this. And if there is anything I want to do later... Nah, it looks like this is going to take up the whole day.
Exploration and trials?
All right, let's start our investigation here.
So, we can all agree this is just a normal stretch of wilderness, right? Paimon doesn't see any bad guys to nab around here.
Well, it didn't take long for you to understand our role here, Traveler. Thinking like a top agent already. Impressive. Like I said, we need to start small. If we want to track down the man himself, our best bet is to start with his goods. So right now, finding his stock is our #1 priority. And to do that, locating his hidden stronghold is imperative. Which brings us to why we're here. Pretty good vantage point from up here, don't you think?
Huh, guess so. Paimon can see the port of Yelan Wharf, the boats in the distance, and some kind of tower. What's that for?
It's a lighthouse. The Millilith use it to monitor the situation at sea. In addition, the flashing of the light can also serve as a means of communication. Oh, let's hear it.
Time Lords said, "Hey Jason, what's up?"
Not too far off at all, traveler. The Millilith maintain an impeccable level of security in Shenyu Vale through consistent patrolling.
Hey, how's it going, Time Lords? It's good to see you. Welcome. I'm doing okay. I slept a little bit later today than I thought I was going to, so I'm starting the stream a little late than usual. But yeah, how's your day been?
This location offers a perfect vantage point to observe their lighthouse signals and deduce their patterns of behavior, which is a huge help if you need to move goods under the radar. So we should be able to find traces of the Dark Financier's scouts in this area.
Oh, okay. Paimon doesn't quite follow, but she'll take your word for it.
It's simple. Just take this forensic imaging device and investigate the surrounding area. As long as we're meticulous, I'm positive we'll find something.
Time Lords said,
That's good.
"It's been fine."
Happy to hear it. Forensic image device. Oh, I gotta talk to her. I was like, why can't I use it?
Well, all set? Remember, an eye for detail is key. Clues are often hidden in plain sight.
Alright, so I guess I gotta just look at the area. That area over there looks suspicious. I can actually walk around with it too. Neat. Guess this is the only thing I'm supposed to record. Oh, is there a boat behind me? There is. Hole.
Time Lords
Some good finds.
said,
Whatever door this key opens could be critical to the
"BTW here
investigation.
has something weird, but
And
if
this
you look at
carrier
the
pigeon
overlay, my
tube contains
character
several
ISNT
coded
there, which is odd
messages.
since it usually appears when I leave a message in chat."
Oh, they're not. Yeah, I just noticed that. Your avatar character's not there. Let's see if I can fix that. I manually spawned you in, but I don't think that means it'll stay there as long as you're here. When you manually spawn something in, I think it just stays there until you close out the program. I'm gonna have to check my settings once the stream is done. But that is kind of weird. You're right, Time Lords. It honestly should appear whenever you leave a message in the chat because it's supposed to show up when someone's subscribed and in chat. That's what I have the settings set to. That's very odd.
Time Lords said, should I try checking the commands page? Time Lords.
You can look at the
Should I
commands
try
page
checking
if
the
you want
commands
to,
page?
but I don't think that's going to help
Time
anything.
Lords.
Oh, is there a reset button on the commands
I'm
page?
sure there is a reset button. I'm sure there is a reset button.
Yeah, go ahead. I think everyone is capable of looking at their commands page. To anyone who was watching in the archives and wondering what it is you could do to check out commands, and that's what you gotta do. You type punctuation mark and commands all in one sentence, and it should bring up a commands prompt for you in a separate window that shows you all of the commands that you could do, that you yourself can do in chat to change or do things to your character in stream avatars. It's pretty cool. I haven't really looked at it extensively, but I checked it out a little bit. Oh, is it punctuation mark command? Yeah, I can't remember if it's command or commands. Let me know which one works, Time Lords. I think it's punctuation mark command. But yeah, hopefully there's like a reset option in there that could be helpful.
Huh. So there really is evidence around here. It's like these guys aren't even afraid of getting caught. What if the Millilith noticed them spying and decided to investigate?
These objects suggest the Dark Financier scouts were likely disguised as fishermen. People like that are trained not to crack under pressure. All they'd need to do is come up with a believable excuse, like needing a place to rest. The Millilith can't investigate or apprehend a civilian
Lords.
without probable cause.
Said,
Paimon can
I
just
think
see their
Rest Bot is
smug
inactive since
faces
that
getting
S-word
away with
usually
something
leaves
like
the
that.
link.
Let me take a look. Hold up.
All creator. Said. Command list https server stream avatars com portal yuc kuzi jcauuf mumite hitso alo. The All Creator Live Archives said. HTTPS server
There we go, that should be the link.
com portal YUC JCAUUF Mumite Hitso Alo.
Okay, so the text to speech on that was pretty funny. Alright, so it seems like the criminals that we're dealing with are posing as fishermen, which sucks because it's like, why? Like, I'm like, that's so mean. Now we're going to have to look at all the fishermen in the wharf. That sucks. They're just trying to do their job. They're just trying to be fishermen. That's good news is that we managed to find evidence. These clues should help move the investigation forward.
Not to mention, the traces on these objects are fresh, which means the scout here is still active and wasn't among those caught by Officer Edler. So we need to stay vigilant. We can't let them know we're still on their tail. I had a hunch this area was being used as a lookout, and I was right. But that still leaves the question of where the goods are hidden. Any ideas? Spot on again, Traveler. Looks like you don't need anyone to hold your hand when it comes to deductive reasoning. Given a carrier pigeon's speed, the two locations should be close enough to deliver messages quickly. That means the base we're looking for should be within a certain radius. Ruling out areas within line of sight of the lighthouse, as well as places with a lot of foot traffic.
That just leaves the shallows to the north of Mount Mingyuan?
That certainly sounds plausible. You have the cover of the mountains, and the advantage of hiding right under the authorities' noses. Well, our next destination is decided then. Let's go.
Time Lords said. Alright, I bookmarked the Scream Avatar portal for the commands BTW. I saw you play Pal World on
Yesterday?
Monday. How was
It was kind of the same kind of a day. Pretty boring, really. How do I send an emoticon? I don't know, something new, maybe. Hey, what happened to the new ones? Like the Natlin ones. Where'd they go? Oh, am I in the favorites? Oh, fuck. What the fuck? Okay, here go all of them. It's a weird way to do this. Alright.
Prismzo said. Hello, how's it going today?
Many insects have a compulsion
Yo,
to follow the
Prism, it's
light.
good to see you.
Humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Just doing the summer event. Now we're doing part 2 of the investigation. I do a lot of things on foot in this one. Splash. But yeah, this seems like it's going to be a short one. Yes, it has. I think that's Moonlight Ghost, if I remember correctly. She's a huge Kanichi fan.
Yeah, yeah. Pyroclastic surge. Yeah, yeah.
Right here. Hey there!
Excuse me. Oh, this doesn't open up.
Prisms up. Said. I like this event interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be very long.
Take measures.
Attack!
It has its own little page and everything, but that's just to showcase each of the investigative parts. Alright, I did have to destroy everything.
Whoa! What a stroke of good luck!
What the heck is that? I got a spirit carp. Words. Hey, you can read those? I like that. I'm just like, wait, you could read those? Wait. I thought I was on the right side of the shore. No, I'm not. I just crossed from there to here. And now I have to go over to there. Without a boat. I don't want to get wet. Let's go up this way. Oh no, a side quest. Veer far away from that. Don't want a side quest. Don't want to get mixed up in something else when we're already on an investigation. Actually, Navi is perfect for this, isn't it? Isn't she?
Time Lords. Said. I had an Inajima quest that I had to do that was needed to be done. It prevented co-op and entering the teapot.
Oh. That sounds like a pain in the butt. I hope you were able to get it done. But yeah, Prism. How have you been? Sorry, I'm just waking up, so my brain's not all functional right now. It's kind of a little weird. Because I don't have any energy drinks or anything to wake me up, so. Fish. 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 Here's the spot. Interesting.
And nothing out of the ordinary here, either.
That's right. No detail is too small to investigate. I believe in you. The evidence could be even more well hidden this time. All set? All right. I know you have an eye for detail, so use it to your advantage.
Legitimately
You've
can
got
see
this.
footprints right there. Pile of wood. Or broken box.
Time Lords said. It was that one island where the cat rule.
Well, I remember that one. I don't remember it preventing me from doing anything. Lamp. One more. It's a boar spying on us. It's the boar gang. I knew it.
Prismzo said. I'm fine. Spent a few hours today trying to collect primos to summon an Ether, but lost and got Kikai.
Oh no, you got Chi-Chi? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Better luck next time, Prism. I know that pain all too well. I forget who I was trying to roll for, and I ended up getting Chi-Chi. Yeah, she wasn't kidding when she said that this time they might be hiding something really well, because I can't figure out. I mean, unless it's the pig over there. Which I don't see how. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, you can see the lighthouse from here, so obviously they'll be able to see anything that comes here. Oh, this rock? Really? Alright. Oh, it has a crack on it? Is that it? I don't know. Rock.
Time Lords said. It was a world quest. I don't know why it locked me out. BTW, if you look at the map, we're close to
This
Fontaine.
must be it! The secret base where they stashed their goods! Definitely wasn't easy to find.
Well, well. Looks like you tracked it down in no time at all. I see your potential as a solo field agent, Traveler. Now, time to test out the key we found earlier. Let's see what surprises could be in store. This isn't their home turf, so I doubt they had time to set more traps. Should make our lives easier. I'll take it from here. The last thing we want is to leave traces behind in there. Caution is the name of the game. You two keep a lookout. Make sure no one barges in while I'm in there.
You got it! This is a first for us, but the Traveler can do anything. He's got your back! Good point. Yelan doesn't make mistakes like that.
All right, that's done. I've noted the features of all the porcelain items, vases, and teas stored here. We need to keep a lookout for these features at the auction and pinpoint the person attempting to purchase the corresponding goods. Then, we can let them lead us to our main target.
Wow, that was fast! You must do that all the time, huh?
Now, we wait. There are countless auctions in Fontaine. We can't possibly monitor them all. Besides, that would be a waste of personnel. I'll continue to conduct surveillance in the area, keep tabs on the situation, and attempt to decipher their coded messages. Once its two lackeys move the goods, we can shift our focus to the upcoming auction. And then, we'll have somewhere to start.
Got it! All we can do now is wait. Wait, and then follow them straight to the guy behind this whole thing so we can give him the old 1-2 punch!
This whole time, Officer Edler has been leading her two stalkers on a wild goose chase around Chaoying village. Once they decide it was all a waste of time, it's her turn to tail them instead. Not to mention our operation has already put them under extreme pressure. We've forced their hand. I doubt they'll last more than 2 days before making a move. So let's meet back up at Yelan Wharf in 2 days. Find me near the harbor.
Okay. Wait 2 days. Great. Well, hopefully everything worked out for you in the end, Time Lords. Oh, also Prism. I can see that your avatar is not showing up. I don't know why everyone's avatar isn't showing up lately. I've got to figure this out. Okay, I think I figured out what's been going on. Um, Sometime this week or last week, I can't remember when it was, I had to re-authenticate my credentials with YouTube on stream avatars. And I think I chose the wrong account. I think I chose my old account, the Jason M. Nosage one. And that one, that old one was the one that I was uploading uh, things like Little Big Planet Adventures and stuff too. So hopefully this fixes it. I don't know for sure because it's not showing. If you guys are still there, say something or whatever, because I'm not seeing your avatar show up.
Prismzo said, I like they added a shortcut for the clock waiting stuff. Now if the quest needs it, it auto goes to time thing if you click.
Okay. Yeah, that was the problem. Thank you very much, Prism. And also, that's a great observation. But yeah, that was the problem. I had, I think it's called Opera or Orpha or whatever. Set to the...
Time Lords said, I recall that account. I still.
Oh yeah, Time Lords. Yeah, I remember those. But yeah, that was the problem. It was the wrong account. I had it set up to the wrong account. Don't you just love it when YouTube changes things and it makes you have to re-log into everything? But yeah, it was that sucks too because there have been some new subscribers to the channel, so they probably haven't been seeing their avatars. Oh, that sucks. All right, let me just make one quick change. Okay, there we go. I had the settings changed. I set it to where everyone would be able to get a stream avatar as long as they were in chat, just to see if that would help. But after I realized what the problem was and I swapped over to the correct account, I decided I should change that back because, you know, that's an exclusive perk that I want only for my subscribers to be able to have. So yeah, to any of you out there watching in the archives, if you have shown up to the chat and a stream avatar hasn't shown up for you, I'm very sorry. I feel like it's been 4 or 5 days since that happened. I think it was like right after they did that age verification thing is when I had to re-log into my account on stream avatars, because I don't know, maybe they logged me out of stream avatars just to make sure it wasn't some kind of bot that was spying on me or something. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube's security system works. But yeah, it's working again. So that's good. And I just noticed this only has 5 days left. Wow. They don't give you that much time to do this, do they? It's a 1 week only event. Alright, let's head to the Adventurers Guild. Oh, man. I'm still waking up, man. Oh, man. It would help if I had something to drink.
Oh, so that what happened last time? I thought you had accidentally changed mine to Sonic since it was there instead of King Peter.
I should have also said something to me. Okay, no problem, Time Lords. That really should have said something to me when Sonic showed up, because typically that doesn't happen with the account that I use, because that account I had set to not display a character for that account. That way it would cut down on the characters on the screen. For Twitch, I don't have an option to do that for some reason, but YouTube, I have that option. So when it showed a character, I should have realized then that it wasn't the right account, because I had already changed the settings. I was just like,
Really want to go traveling. I don't mind.
So to any of you guys out there in the archives watching, if you see Sonic on the screen, and it's not somebody else other than me, then yeah, just realize that that's probably what's happening. That's why you don't see your avatar, because I have the wrong account selected.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's.
Prisms up.
That's a character from, I think it's Trials of, no, I think it's Visions, is it Visions of, no, it's not. I think it's Sword of Mana. It's either Sword of Mana or Secret of Mana. I think it's a little bit symbolic because I first met Time Lords in the chat when I was doing my Trials of Mana playthrough. But yeah, Time Lords wanted a character from one of the Mana games, and it had randomly picked something for him, but they wanted a character from Trials of Mana. I forget what his name was. It was the wolf character. I think his name... No, that was the name of his pet dog, Carl. His name, I'm kind of spacing on. But yeah, he wanted him for his avatar, but they didn't have that available. But they did have something that was of the same race in that series. It's just they're a character from a previous game. So yeah. But yeah, if you want me to, Prism, I can change your character. It's selected... Oh wait, no, I think you did choose DDD, didn't you? I can't remember if you chose DDD or not. But if you would like a different avatar... just let me know, and I'll look it up and see if they have it. Keep in mind that stream avatars exclusively works in pixel art, but the community's pretty big, so even if there is no pixel art, official pixel art of the character, someone in the community, if it's a popular enough character, has probably made it. Recently, I added a list of Pal World pals to the types of avatars that can pop up. I had to get rid of the Animal Crossing avatars, though, but that's okay. I felt like the Animal Crossing avatars were too kind of they did them in a chibi animation style, which is okay, I guess, but they were too chubby and cute. They didn't fit in with a lot of the other rosters, like the DBZ characters or the Smash characters. I mean, except for Isabelle, maybe, but
So much stuff. I need to find a spot where I can
even then, the pixel art was vastly different in comparison. Alright, let's fast forward time. I just felt like waiting a little bit would help me talk about the issue I was having with Streamlabs just now.
Prism Zone said, yet I chose King DD.
I think it could be one from the Kirby's Dream Land series, because I think I do have Kirby's Dream Land avatars amongst these, so it's probably the DDD from Kirby's Dream Land. I'm gonna wrap up these pretzels. They've made my mouth dry. Now I need something to drink. I mean, Prism, if you want to, I could show you the DDD from that, if you would rather that one.
Prism Zone said, yes, please let me see what other one looks like.
There we go. How's that looking? Would you like that one better?
Prismzo.
Thanks, I like this
Said.
version.
Thanks,
Awesome,
I
okay.
like this version.
Okay, there we go. And just as an added precaution, I also downloaded a Waddle Dee and Meta Knight.
Everyone is working super hard. We should be too.
Huh? I fast forwarded time. Do I have to wait 2 days later at that specific time? That's a little arbitrary, between 12 and 8. It's 18. So, yeah, right around here. That looks kind of funny, though, on the screen. Looks like a giant DDD is chasing after a tiny Link.
Well, it's been 2 days. Let's go meet up with Yelan. Ooh! Paimon's getting excited! Searching for evidence, tracking down a crime boss. It's like being a real detective!
A real detective. And we all know that Paimon hasn't done that before. It's like Fontaine never happened. How far away is it? Oh, right. We're in the wrong city. Oh, shit. I went off in the completely wrong direction. What a weird thing to do for a vacation. Join a criminal investigation.
No point pushing yourself too hard.
1 minute we're island hopping, having the time of our lives with Bennett, and the next minute we're in some serious shit, Law and Order style.
Well done, you two. Right on time. The day after we infiltrated the storage facility, the Dark Financier's 2 lackeys, Corday and Dodamani, started moving the goods. See that ship? It's the one Dodamani dispatched to transport the goods. It operates under the guise of a joint passenger and freight vessel.
Whoa! That's one huge boat! Paimon can see all the goods piled up on the pier. Seems like it's transporting quite a few passengers to Lumidu's harbor as well.
Thinking 2 steps ahead? I like it. You're a fast learner. If Corday and Dodamani think the authorities are onto them, it's possible the goods they're sending to Lumidu's harbor are a whole bunch of nothing. Just bait to flush out the law enforcement on their tail. But we need to be careful. Several members of the crew have confessed that a veteran treasure hoarder known as Scamface is involved with the Dark Financier. As an escaped convict, Scamface is a master of staying hidden. Based on our earlier investigation, It's clear he's the one who's been doing reconnaissance on the Millilith's
That
lighthouse.
cannot be his name. No, I realize that people use pseudonyms all the time in the crime world, but why Scam Face? Like, what? Like, that's the one thing that I'm pretty sure any criminal element wouldn't want to do, because you wouldn't want to be talking to your pals about your good old friend Scam Face and how reliable they are.
I'll circle the area to draw Scamface's attention away from the scene, while you two inspect the goods. Remember to keep a low profile.
Time Lords said. Prismzo, it's a werewolf from one of the Mana game secrets. I think I forgot myself.
Yeah, I could check the name though. It is in the roster. I'll do that, because now it's starting to bug me too. I can't remember the name. Okay, the werewolf's name is Dana. Daena. Understood, I'll keep it stealthy. Don't worry, I've got this.
Yeah, and Paimon will do her best to float closer to the ground. No higher than the traveler's shoulder.
Some stealthy flying from Paimon. Okay, wait, there's something on the boat. Super stealthy. Just walk right onto their boat.
Prismzo.
Where's the thing I'm supposed to be finding? Up there, I bet.
Okay, I've not played any Mana game in years, so maybe I knew once but forgot.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're from Sword of Mana. I don't think I've played Sword of Mana. No. Try climbing the mast. That's right, get your leg over there, Barbara. Use your sticky leg. It's Spider-Man. Dang it, come on. Okay, well. I made it, that's all that matters. I'm going to grab this sparkly and never let. Ah, crap, there's a crow's nest. Whoa, that was dangerous of me. Can I grab the rope? Shoot. Let's go to the other side and then try to jump over. This is more complicated than I'm making it, I'm sure. I can't even see if it's up there. Watch it not be up there. I'm gonna be so mad. Alright. Okay. Flag. There it is. Okay. Sorry to do all that for nothing. Top of the world, ma. Whee!
All set? All right, we'll meet back up here once you're done.
I'm just taking pictures. No big deal. Okay. Let the investigation begin. My music changed. Designated locations that match. Okay. Well, one is the ships. There it is. We got one.
Time Lords. Said. I'm wondering why I'm putting off playing Trials of Mana. I haven't even before it.
Sometimes I get that way with video games too, Time Lords. You just gotta be in the mood to play something. Alright, barrel. Uh-huh. Barrel. Huh? Can I move from this spot so I could look around for the other three? Okay, I can. Alright, I can't go that way though. Aha. Pretty sneaky, sis. I must look really stupid right now the way I'm walking. This isn't suspicious at all. Just walking around with the camera in front of my face like... I have a vision impairment where I have to use a camera to see everything. Wait. Yeah, I haven't even been checking up at the top of anything. Alright, well that didn't... that didn't solve anything. Nope. Real criminal investigators. Looking at blood, taking clues, all that stuff. Me, walking around with a camera and playing hide and seek with a bunch of feather symbols.
Prismzo.
Ah, there it is.
Said.
Back in this
Nice,
corner.
I don't have to feel bad about not quickly finding the last one.
Okay, so no fakes. These people are definitely anxious to get their goods to Fontaine all in one go. But did you see the strange markings on some of them? Oh, wonder what they mean. Let's go ask Yelan.
Good work. As for the auction, Officer Edler was able to gather some useful intel too. We're almost certain their target is the auction taking place at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days. The markings you managed to capture were applied with a special kind of paint. Almost impossible to notice without some kind of specialized tech, like the forensic imaging device. I think we're looking at a treasure hoarder insignia. Each big shot in the organization has their own, almost like a personal signature. And considering what we know about the case, I'd wager this is Scamface's handiwork.
This scam face must not be very smart. Why would he use a special ink that's only detectable by devices that officers of the law have? It's like they're doing all of this to our benefit or something. They may as well have been painting it with regular paint.
Based on the port manifest, it looks like the marked goods include fertilizer from Sumeru, local fireworks, soap, and perfume.
So, nothing special then? Just some farming products and everyday necessities?
Fertilizer, soap, and perfume. No, there's something going on there. Might be risky, but I'm gonna investigate on board and hitch a ride to Fontaine while I'm at it.
Yeah! Let's see this thing through! Paimon's gotta know what's going on here.
Well, you've proved yourself so far, so I don't see a problem with that. Just know once we board the ship, we're bound to come face to face with Corday and Dodamani. So make sure you're prepared. The investigation might look a little different this time.
Excuse me, passengers. Due to limited space in the cargo hold, we've been forced to store some of the goods on the deck. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Ah, please, no need to apologize for your success in business. I just hope it rubs off on the rest of us.
It looks like all the goods marked with Scamface's insignia have Corday listed as the shipper. Dodamani is in the cargo hold, likely making sure all the goods are in place for delivery.
Are they inspecting something? Why are they rifling through the boxes? Paimon can't make sense of it.
Here, take this cipher. It should help you figure out their coded messages. This is the plan. While I distract Corday and Dodamani, you two investigate the goods marked with Scamface's insignia. We might learn something useful. By all means, I trust your judgment.
Yay! Let's beat him up.
Huh? Wait! You're just gonna go up and talk to those guys? Yelan!
Oh, excuse me, gentlemen, but have we met? You're Mr. Corday, a famous antique collector in the Quartier Lyonnais, correct? I believe the three of us have had the pleasure of meeting once before. At Jiuguan Tea House in Yilong Wharf, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh? You... Ah, the Dice Master of Yenshang Tea House. It's a pleasure, Miss Yelan.
Oh, so you've heard of me too?
Yes, I had an absolutely delectable cup of tea there once. One can hardly leave Yenshang Tea House without hearing about your legendary dice skills. I suppose something keeps bringing us together. A shared love of tea, perhaps?
Yes, that must be it. Well, looks like we ran into each other at the perfect time. I'm heading to Fontaine on vacation, you see. Any recommendations on where I should visit? Someplace I could find an exquisite tea set, perhaps. Like a fine art exhibition, or an auction. I hear Fontainian black tea has a unique flavor. I imagine your tea sets are a sight to behold as well.
You...
Ah, does this gentleman have an interest in tea sets as well?
Of course. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Yelan. I'm also heading to Fontaine for travel. Corday's invitation, you see. In fact, I'm the one who owns this ship.
Yep. Yelan is actually talking to them. Are we sure that's a good idea? Alright, then let's go somewhere out of their line of sight so we can start investigating those boxes. What's with the strong smell coming from these boxes? Must be a bunch of stuff mixed together. And there's a strange note. But Paimon can't read what it says. Yelan really thinks of everything, huh? But, you know how to use this thing, right? Well, what does it say? Blowing up the ship? Are they nuts? Paimon thought this was about getting the authorities off their tails, not drawing even more attention. Okay, Yelan was right. This guy is a complete lunatic. There are innocent people on this ship. We need to find and disarm those bombs as soon as possible.
Oh, I don't get to beat anyone up. Act now. Let's act now. Find and dismantle the bombs. Using the thing? Yeah. Scam face. I still think that's like the worst criminal name. Alright. So this is saying where they're at. There's one near the bow where I'm at. I thought I would have to use the camera or something, but... Oh. There's the bomb. Let's jump on it. I did not mean to hit X. Oh. I didn't realize that was where they were talking. I thought there was like a whole nother level above us. Alright, so the other one is up there in the crow's nest, maybe? And I can't get around to there to fly to it. Maybe if I jump on top of the roof from behind, I'll be able to get up there. If it lets me. I don't think it's gonna. Oh. There it is. Well, there's one. And the other one has to be in that crow's nest. Fuck. Yeah. It stops me. I can't jump over top of them. How do I get up to there? I mean, I guess I could use this box. There we go. So, I can't get into the crow's nest. Maybe if I jump on the sail. No, I can't do that. It's saying it's like right around the area just before. Just before the crow's nest. Like right around here. But... oh, there it is. Yeah. I thought it was in the crow's nest. It was on the...
Right. That's all the bombs on the deck. What about the cargo hold? Do we have enough time?
Already taken care of. Good work, you two. You stayed calm and acted fast. That was the perfect response to a situation like this.
In her mind, we were acting calm and taking care of the situation, but in reality, we were jumping all over the place and getting in the way.
Yelan! Honestly, it's all thanks to you. It was your idea to board the ship, and we never would have been able to figure out that message without your cipher. Wait a sec. Where are Corday and Dodamani?
Recovering from the shock, I would imagine. Suddenly finding out that you're being targeted by a dangerous individual. That must have been quite the ordeal for you, gentlemen. Almost lost your cargo and your lives in one fell swoop.
Indeed. To think such evil exists in this world. I can scarcely imagine what I did to offend this fellow. Resorting to murder like this. It's quite unfathomable.
Well, no need to fear. I'll alert the Maison Gardiennage at once and ask them to send agents to Lumidus Harbor. The two of you are clearly in need of protection. Your cargo will also need to be handed over to the authorities for inspection, Mr. Corday, just to eliminate any remaining hazards. After which, the Maison Gardiennage will escort it all to its intended destination, of course. So, if I may, where are your goods heading, Mr. Corday?
To the Hotel de Boer for an auction in 2 days.
Ah, then rest assured, the Maison Gardiennage is full of diligent and responsible personnel. You can trust that your goods will arrive at the auction without a scratch.
Our sincerest thanks.
You scared the life out of Paimon, Yelan! Going right up to them like that? What if they caught on and decided to, try something desperate?
It's not a question of if, Paimon. I'm sure they caught on. But in the interest of their own survival, they had no choice but to play along. Now we can be sure the Dark Financier is getting desperate. The stint on the ship? That was him trying to cut his losses to save his own skin. He needs to get rid of anything that could be traced back to him. So, you blow up the ship. You send the goods meant for the auction straight to the bottom of the sea, and let Scamface take the heat. The last thing he wanted was for the goods to make it to the auction, but now we've ensured that they will, so he has no choice but to follow through. He could choose not to send one of his agents to the auction, and let his goods go to an unsuspecting buyer instead. But remember, their worth is inflated. It would only be a matter of time before the buyer realized the valuation was off and reported it to the authorities. As the seller, Corday would be staring down a potential conviction. At best, the Dark Financier has to find a new kind of moral laundering scheme. At worst, he loses one of his last reliable agents in Fontaine. Exactly. Our trail of evidence remains intact, and we let the buyer at the auction lead us closer to the Dark Financier.
Okay, that means, can we go over this again?
Don't worry. I'm sure the Traveler will explain it again in Paimon-friendly language. We're in the home stretch, and taking advantage of this auction is crucial. So come prepared to see this through. Officer Edler already has an informant stationed at the scene. This invitation letter will get you into the auction. I'll meet you at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days.
You guys were too afraid to get blown up. I say, what the hell? I mean, you trusted a guy named Scamface. What did you think was gonna happen? Man, I can't believe Scamface double-crossed us like that. I'm sorry, it's just his name is just too stupid. Oh man, we need a name for this character. What is he? He's a criminal mastermind. Oh, I know, Scamface. There we go. Fuck. Criminal mastermind. Perfect name. Scamface. Alright, now we're on investigation number 5. Now we gotta wait another 2 days. She really likes a particular time, doesn't she? There we go. I see what's going on here. Technically, that was 1 day. Alright, that should do it. Oh, 18. Oh, okay. I know. I just can't get over that name. That's the thing. If it was like a plain ordinary name, I wouldn't give it 2 thoughts, but that name.
Alright, time to meet back up with Yelan. Our destination? A very important auction at the Hotel de Boer. This is our chance to catch the culprit behind this whole scheme.
What was that name again, Paimon? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. I just want to hear him say it again. It's too funny.
Good evening, patrons. Allow me to escort you to the auction.
Oh, Paimon's getting a little nervous. But we gotta keep it together. This is our best chance to catch these guys. Wow! This place is packed. Is every rich person in Fontaine here or something? Oh, wait! The people we're after are hiding here too! It's time to get serious. Paimon knows just the thing! What? It's not like we're rich like the rest of these people. We need a little something to blend in. Besides, if we're here as honest, hard-working detectives, we might as well look the part. Too bad. Paimon doesn't have another, but she'll help you make one once this is all over. An even cooler pair.
Well,
That
you
lady
two
must
seem
really
ready to
want
go.
her drink.
Good to see you're not nervous. But remember, The key to blending into an event like this is remaining calm and collected. Slow your breathing, tone down the emotion. We don't want to stand out.
Yelan? It is you, right? It must be you!
Well, I am the current owner of the Yenshang Tea House after all, as well as an honored guest at this auction. So, I thought something with more of a Fontanian flair might be nice. A special outfit for a special occasion. Why? Does it look bad?
No, not at all!
All right. Well, let the vacation begin. We have an auction to crash. You two are expert investigators at this point. With us working together, I'd say our chances of success are stacked higher than the cake towers in the Hotel de Boer.
We sure make a great team! But now that we're at the auction, what's our actual game plan?
This time your mission is simple. Take this dossier and pay attention to the items being auctioned. When the Dark Financier's antiques are up, all you need to do is bid. We want to drive up the price and create a bidding frenzy.
Wait, so we get to actually take part in the auction?
Thoughtless bidding usually leads to a warning, or even disqualification. But the special account you two will be using during the bidding has no credit limit. So you can drive up the price as high as you want. The more chaos we create, the better. The Dark Financier knows we're on his tail, so I highly doubt he sent one of his trusted agents here. The buyer is likely someone disposable, a scapegoat of sorts. After the incident with the ship, several buyers registered for the auction at the last minute. They're all wearing special pins, signifying them as tea aficionados. Our target should be among them. And I'm sure he's terrified, because if a different buyer develops an interest in one of their inflated goods and wins the bid, it's game over for both Corday and the Dark Financier. Not to mention the buyer has limited funds at his disposal. The Dark Financier likes to work in small sums at a time, so his scapegoat can't go too overboard with the bidding.
Okay, so complicated stuff aside, the point is, they have a plan, and our goal is to mess it up. If Paimon was in their shoes, that would make her pretty nervous too.
There's seating reserved for special guests on the second floor. I'll be up there during the bidding to keep an eye on things, and to see if anyone starts to squirm. One thing going wrong might not be enough to slip him up, but target him again and again, and trust me, he'll feel the heat. Once the auction is over, we'll find somewhere secluded to corner the buyer and have a nice little chat.
Yeah! We're on a winning streak, and we're not about to let up.
Hooray. Oh, okay. Yeah, we get to play as her in her new outfit. Isn't that awesome? Is that like a limited time thing? Hold on, let me see. It is. Okay. So yeah, we have a limited time to get the outfit. I was sitting there thinking to myself, either it's a limited time outfit or we're going to get it for free at the end of this, but no. It's a limited time thing. Let the investigation begin. Buyer beware. You have Paimon. Huh? Yeah, at the front there. Don't you think you're raising that a little too much? Wow. Very generous bid.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Stir things up. $25. Okay, traveler.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Uh-oh.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Alright, so I guess we gotta use the camera. Pin. Sorry, I was just very distracted by the conversation. I thought it was going to keep going, but no, it ended at some point. And then it was like, all right, hey, you're supposed to be taking pictures. I didn't want to miss any of the funny things they were saying.
He's acting strange, and there's something off with his attire. No mistake, that's our guy. His tea aficionado pin is a special color. Most likely to make it easier for Corday to keep tabs on him and the situation as a whole. Which means the two don't know each other well at all. That's something we can use to our advantage.
Wow, I can't believe I won the bid for this antique painted vase. Should be a wonderful addition to my home decor.
Did you see those tea sets from Chenyu Vale? People were bidding on them left and right. My goodness, those final numbers. Far too high for my pocketbook.
This was not how it was meant to go. Where did those two come from?
Whatever your employer is offering you, the Maison Gardiennage will double it.
You? I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that so? Well, you might be interested to know that this hitman over here is also on a need-to-know basis. If the person wearing the blue pin loses their bid, find somewhere secluded and eliminate them. All he can do is follow orders, I suppose.
Eliminate?
You lucked out, kid. Getting cornered by the law just saved your life.
No, this can't be happening. The boss said that even if I got sent to the fortress of Meropide, all I had to do was keep my mouth shut and he would find a way to get me out. And he even paid me $3 million in advance. On that alone, I could get my wife the best medicine, help her hang on for a few more years. But then, one auction goes wrong. Just one. And what? He's afraid I'm gonna talk? So now I'm just collateral damage?
You're risking your life to do this guy's dirty work and pad his pockets with even more cash. Compared to what he's making, what you get in return are nothing but the scraps.
I've got at least 70 people just like you locked up in the Maison Gardiennage. Need them to tell you where this ends?
No need. I'm guessing you're offering me a way out. What do you need me to do, officer?
All you need to do is arrange a meeting with your boss and have a little chat.
My boss, he's extremely careful about that kind of thing. I've only met him 3 times, to pick up the advance, to go over the plan, and to get the funds for the auction. The best I can do is take you to the place I'm supposed to deliver the goods. There's a certain method I can use to get in contact with him in case of emergencies.
All right then. But first, we need to search your home for evidence related to the case.
Phew! Mission accomplished.
Alright, now watch the guy in dressed in all black is just an actor.
You managed to get through to him so fast, Yelan. Paimon almost couldn't believe it.
Well, he was already nervous and uncertain. All it took was a sincere negotiation. Once I laid his interests out on the table, it didn't take much for him to realize he stands to gain more with us than his boss. Plus, we had some very convincing performances to help seal the deal. Especially you, officer. You make an excellent hitman.
Well, it's been a while since I've gotten to tap into a villain like that. Thought I could've pushed it a little more, honestly.
I mean, that was kind of obvious that they did that. I was like, they don't do stuff like this. I was like, this is super dangerous right now. What if he just flat out threw something at the guy and he died? Like, what if he had a pin on him or something? We're lucky the guy that we got to do this is stupid. Not the actor. I mean the guy that was supposed to be making the bet. We're lucky he was stupid, because if he wasn't, then he would have never fallen for that.
Are you kidding? Paimon felt like she was face to face with one of our bad guys of the week.
Okay, well, there shows Paimon's level of intelligence, everybody.
Well, what's next, Yelan? Want me to go after Corday or Dodamani?
The Sumeru authorities have Dodamani covered. They're just waiting on our signal, and they'll nab him once he makes it back to Beta Harbor. The Millilith are pursuing Scamface, so that just leaves Corday. Tail him, but be sure to keep your distance. We don't want him to tip anyone off.
You got it. I love it when a plan comes together like this.
All right then. We'll reconvene 12 hours from now, when our new double agent will lead us into the Lion's Den. It's time for the Dark Financier to face the music.
Okay. Excuse me. Jeez. I'm serious though. Like when they gave me the option, I definitely chose the actor one, because I was like, your performance was too over the top for it to be anything other than somebody acting. I'm surprised. I mean, I realize that criminals take advantage of people in need, but they typically go within their means, you know? They don't just pick some random poor schlub off the street and have them do stuff like that. There are plenty of schlubs in their circle of friends to take advantage of, luckily. So, you and I, dealing with stuff like our day-to-day travels, don't have to worry about something like that. And that's the reason why. Criminals don't deal with you and I because they know that in a heartbeat we'd crack under pressure. That's why they deal with schlubs in their own little organization. in their own circle of friends because they know that they can rely on them more not to crack. So they take advantage of their weaknesses, or they present weaknesses to them. That's the way the criminal element typically works. Hey, X-Aries. It's good to see you. That's why you should never be friends with a criminal. Because at some point they're going to do something to make your life horrible. Pose as the savior of the day and have you do something just as bad as something they would do themselves. And then that's it. Your life's over. Your life belongs to them. So why no matter what, you can't feel sorry for the criminal element.
Prismzo said, clicking the stick lets you skip setting the time yourself. Message vanished so quick.
Does it? Oh man.
Instead of confining themselves
Okay, hold on.
to the heavens.
Oh wow, I didn't even see that. Thank you.
X-Aries said, how do you now a cramming?
How? Oh, you just redacted the message. I guess that was a misspelling. How do... I'm trying to guess what it was you were trying to say. How do you know a cramming? Oh, how do I know a criminal? I don't know. How would you know a criminal when you see one? I don't know. Typically, anybody that's trying to mislead you or guide your life, you probably shouldn't be trusting them. Like, if a person is just talking to you about things and just wants to know more about you.
Said, yes.
There are a lot of people out there that you really shouldn't trust. If you meet someone for the first time and literally all they ever do is want to know more about you and doesn't divulge anything about themselves, that's when you know you're talking to someone shady. Because if they're trying to learn more about you than they are trying to reveal more about themselves, that's when you know you got someone shady on your hands.
X-Aries said, is that a pal on the thing?
Oh yeah, I see your avatar. Oh yeah, I think that's a pal. I think that's the random avatar you got. Well, I do have a lot of pals in the stream avatars thing. I think I have like over 102. So you got a random pal. I don't know which one it is. Let me see.
Prismzo said, why does the new avatar have the robot on its head? X-Aries said, and it is a shining.
Wow, yeah, you got Incineram knocked. I have not seen that pal yet. I haven't seen that pal yet in the game. So yeah, you got a shiny as well. That's cool. But I did have to change your name. As Prism pointed out, you had the Banna name banner over top of you. So I had to change it to normal because you're not a moderator. So you don't get a special name tag. I'm sorry. Eventually, that's another thing I'm going to have to do is make the moderator tag for you, Prism, so I could put that over top of your avatar.
Said. Yeah.
Oof. But yeah, are you okay with that avatar, X Aries? Because I could change it to a different pal if you want. But I don't know. Getting a random pick like that is pretty cool.
God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Wait, how far away is this? Oh, it's pretty far.
X Aries. Said.
Okay, you want me to change your avatar? Alright, let's do that while I got the time before the next cutscene starts. Which pal would you like? But keep in mind, I only have 102 pals at my disposal. I don't have all of them. So just let me know which one you want and I'll look it up for you. From the library of the 102 that I have.
X Aries. Said. Blazemith. X Aries. Said. Blazemith. X Aries. Said. Or a blaze howl.
Unfortunately, they don't have either of those. Sorry to say. No Blaze Mutt, no Blaze How. I typed in Blaze and nothing showed up. Mm.
X Aries. Said. X Aries. It can stay like that. Said.
Okay. I think it's a
can
pretty
stay
cool
like
pal.
that, I'm good.
Looks really cool. Can't wait to see it in game. Also, everybody, keep in mind that if you type in punctuation mark commands, you will get a list of commands that you can use in chat to interact with your avatar. There you go. There's a link to the command page.
Said. HTTPS server stream avatars com portal YUC ZJC.
That is such a weird text.
X Aries. Said.
Oh yeah?
Used to play
Okay.
This game.
So you already know what to do. That's awesome. But for those who don't, there's a link so you guys can check out the page of commands.
X Aries.
Oh. No, not a period, a punctuation mark.
Ends.
So it's more like this. Yeah, it'll look more like that. Then the bot will send you a link, but I've already provided the link, so.
The All Creator Live Archives.
All right,
Said.
this is where the boss told me to bring the goods. This
Command
area
list
is full of
HTTPS
apartments and
server
warehouses
stream
for rent.
avatars
The Maison
com portal
Gardiennage came through not too long ago to keep trouble off the
YUJB
streets.
ops
I guess boss thinks it's safer to operate right under their noses. Now, to arrange an emergency meeting, we need to activate a series of mechanisms to send him a signal. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea how to activate them. The only hint boss gave was that the code had something to do with colors. Maybe he was planning to give me more information after the auction, but that plan fell through, obviously.
Paimon was hoping it would be smooth sailing at this point. But no, of course. There's yet another obstacle. Well, after all the investigating it took us to get this far, figuring out what to do with these mechanisms should be a piece of cake.
If all goes to plan, this should be the last phase of the investigation. It's a shame, I know, but all good things must come to an end. All right, then let's see those detective skills in action.
I don't know. I think that's suspicious, but whatever. I also think that's suspicious. Yes. Thank you. I was like, come on. These things look heavy. You want me to look at this basket here, but not this obvious computer device here? Alright. Okay, we got another one of these over here.
The All Creator Live Archives. Said.
There you go.
Command list HTTPS server stream avatars com portal YUCNYR.
Also, please keep in mind that... You know what? I gotta change text-to-speech to not read links. I thought I already had it set to that, but maybe I don't on YouTube. But yeah, don't do that too often, please, X-Aries. There you go. Jump. You can jump. Hey, I just saw you jump. That's awesome. Yeah, I do already have it set to not read commands, so we're all good on that. Type in as many commands as you want. Just don't type in the commands command too often, because as you can tell, the... Oh, there it is. This pot? Really? Okay.
Okay, haha.
Yeah. Now you can jump. Congratulations, you learned how to jump.
All right, the mechanisms have been activated. Now, all we have to do is wait for our target to take the bait.
You know what? For some strange reason, Paimon's not nervous at all.
My dear Monsieur Diderot, here to make excuses for your complete failure at the auction? Or to fish for a bigger cut? Accidents happen, of course. What I care about is whether you have the spine to deal with the consequences.
X-Series.
So you do believe in
Sick.
consequences. Seems a
I
bit
feel like a
ironic,
year old.
coming from the likes of you.
Oh? A trap, I presume. I've set a fair share of those myself. I suppose it's about time I stumbled into one set by someone else. No matter. Sometimes you take a chance on someone who turns out to be a disappointment. It's happened before. It's not easy to earn the dark financier Rovere Pelliccia's respect, but I must say, you three detectives are a force to be reckoned with. I suppose congratulations are in order. 6 months of planning and execution was all it took to take down a Mora laundering organization decades in the making. I have to hand it to the Fontaine and Liyue authorities. Your operation really has been a roaring success.
Why is the Dark Financier so polite? Not the kind of crime boss Paimon was expecting.
Oh, do be serious. You thought you'd corner me, and then what? I just surrender?
If you want to do this the easy way, then yes. You know you're out of options.
For 2 months, I've watched you and Officer Edler dismantle my organization piece by piece. As you cut off my limbs, gouged out my eyes, deafened my ears. I was helpless to stop it.
So you're planning on taking us down with you, is that it? Never heard that one before.
My livelihood is in tatters, Agent Yelan. Hundreds I had working under me, hundreds. And now, they're either locked up or useless. Corday is the only one who still has some value. My Mora laundering days are over. We both know that.
Prismzo.
And considering how your
Sir.
operation's been progressing,
Does
it was
the
only a matter
badger's
of
head
time
seem
before you
huge
locked on
you?
to
Maybe
me.
it's a weird
I'm
angle.
usually one to quit while I'm ahead, but you see, there's only so much a man can lose before he starts to get rather
X-Series.
angry.
Sick.
So, Agent
It is
Yelan,
huge.
even if the only score I get to settle here today is ending your precious life, well, that's a high I'll ride straight to the bank.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that, Prism. His hands are abnormally large. I mean, they're about the size of his head. Look at how big they are. in this faraway shot, his hands, both of them, are the same size as his head. So they are pretty big. But I feel like that's intentional, if I'm being honest. I think that's just the character model that's like that. Because they have the same character model for the dude in Mondstadt. I can't remember his name.
Ah! Clockwork Mecha! Paimon takes back what she said! This isn't very polite at all!
An old military model. Bet these go for big bucks on the black market. You two have been a huge help, but this fight is mine. Cause as it
Sick.
so happens, he isn't the only
He
one who
might
has a
be
score to
Shrek.
settle here. If he wants to bring on the drama, then I'm more than happy to give him a show.
Alright, now we get to play as Yelan.
Busted! Gutsy. Things are about to get dicey.
I'm not very good with these ranged characters.
Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
Unbelievable. You've bested me, fair and square.
Any last words? Perhaps a bit too dramatic, isn't it? I'd rather not give a soapbox to a piece of scum like you. No, I think I'll say my piece instead. You can pretend to have seen the error of your ways, but it doesn't matter, because you're going to rot in prison for the rest of your life. And every moment of every day you'll be cursing the greed that put you there. Every coin of dirty money that you've pocketed over the years is just another nail in your coffin. And all you'll be able to do is curl up in the corner of your cell like a dying animal and waste away whatever remains of your pathetic life.
You're not a detective, no. You're some kind of demon.
If you knew what's good for you, you'd have walked away from this fight. But it's too late for that now. Whew. After 6 months of hard work, I finally get to tick off the mission accomplished box at the end of the case file. Take this guy back to the court of Fontaine to stand trial. Don't let him try anything.
X-Aries.
With any luck,
Sid.
we'll get to send him off to prison
I
before
like
the day is
avatar.
out. Oh, Miss Yelan, Traveler, Paimon. As a personal thanks for all your help, you deserve half of the bonus I'm getting for this case. I will also request that the Maison Gardiennage extend our utmost thanks to our partners in Liyue.
I appreciate the sentiment, Officer Edler, but that's too kind. I was just doing my job. I can't, in good conscience, accept even a single Mora. I'll have to pass up any invitations for banquets or tea tastings as well. If you want to reward someone for going above and beyond during this operation, it should be the Traveler and Paimon.
Wow. Paimon's had her detective cap on for so long, analyzing all those clues and trying to uncover their schemes, that her brain hurts. But at the same time, she feels smarter than before. Maybe Paimon really does have what it takes to be a real detective.
Well, if you're interested in this line of work, we're heading to the Maison Gardiennage to get a confession out of these guys. Did you want to tag along?
You really mean it? Yes! 100% yes! Oh, is that okay, Traveler? Paimon's gonna go with Officer Edler and learn some cool new detective skills! Who knows? Maybe they'll come in handy someday. Alright! Then let's rendezvous outside the Palais Memonia!
Well, both our lives can get back to normal now, Traveler. After talking about it for so long, I finally have the chance to enjoy a real vacation. Mind humoring me for a bit, Traveler?
I'm happy you like the avatar, Xeris. I started up Streamlabs relatively new, not Streamlabs, Stream Avatars relatively new. I, was hoping people would like it. Because I've been wanting to do something for my subscribers for the longest time. Yet unfortunately YouTube and Twitch only allow you to do stuff if you're partnered with them. And I'm not. So I was like, dang, I wish there was something I could do. And in some little way, this is at most something I could do, you know. Excuse me. Something you guys can enjoy while watching.
What a nice night. Fresh maritime flowers, fragrant perfume from the shop on the corner, the rich aroma of coffee beans, all blended together in the night breeze.
How long
Makes
do
for
the
quite the
avatars
relaxing
stay
atmosphere.
on screen if I don't chat much? X-Harry.
My sister's been fine. She's back to work, so she's, you know, getting used to the schedule. And my older sister has been having to take my nephew to school, so she has to wake up early as usual, but she's used to that by now. But Prism Zeo, from what I understand, there's a setting to where I can make it last longer, but I think your avatar only disappears if you leave the chat or click off of chat and go into a different window. And it disappears like 360 seconds after you do that. So, even if you leave chat, your avatar will remain on the screen for about 360 seconds, however long that is. That's about 6 minutes. Is that an option that you can kill each other? No, I don't think that's an option. I don't think it did anything. If that's the case, like, here's the other thing, too. The avatars only have certain animations if the person who created the avatars allows for it. So that animation kill Prism Zeo. I feel like that would probably only create an animation if the person who made the PAL, you know, if the person who made the PAL made an animation for it. So.
If only we were on a rooftop terrace somewhere, enjoying a few glasses of sparkling wine and getting pleasantly tipsy.
Oh, okay. Yelan, what? And me just being okay with that. No, I don't know.
So probably goes away when I go to my game screen while watching.
Right. Yeah. Anything you do that clicks off of the chat box will be seen as leaving the chat. So, yeah, don't worry. I mean, I understand. Oh, look at that. They do have an animation for hug. That's great. That's awesome. I didn't realize there were some animations that just played by default. That's cool. I like that. That's really neat. I've seen the command page, but like I said, I haven't tried any of the commands out. It's really cool.
All right, then let's look for a place to stop. I wonder what special drinks the hidden taverns of this city offer. Oh, but first, I wanted to head to the Confrérie of Cabriere before it closes. Mind helping me pick out some perfume to go with this outfit? I also heard about the intricate timepieces, clockwork furnishings, and fine jewelry you can get around here. There should be quite a few souvenirs worth perusing. Well, with the most cultured traveler in all of Teyvat by my side, I should take advantage of this opportunity. I'm counting on you not to steer me wrong.
Prismzo said, would the animation work with the small Link avatar?
Oh yeah, it should, come to think of it.
I'm satisfied. This has been a nice trip abroad. A very nice trip indeed.
But come to think of it, Prism Zeo, the name for the avatar is the All Creator Live Archives. That's a long name. So, if you're okay with typing that in every time.
I wish I could take my time, maybe extend my stay a few more days. No one likes to be rushed on vacation. It can't be helped. Duty calls. I still have to write up a formal report on the case and develop a more sophisticated cargo inspection system. Then I'm off to the location of my next assignment. Nodcry.
Oh boy, we're going to be seeing Yelan and Nodcry.
No, nothing like that. Just meeting an intelligence partner to decide on a mutually beneficial agreement going forward, and to set some boundaries. I'll fill you in later. For now, why don't we take a picture together to commemorate this exciting trip to Fontaine? That's right. After this, I know I can trust you to have my back, Traveler. Or should I say, Agent. I say we put the forensic imaging device to use one last time to take this picture. Perhaps we'll cross paths in Notcry. If so, I hope this collaboration was just the first of many.
Hooray! A wonderful little vacation with Yelan solving crimes. Afterward complete. Okay, what was that?
X Aries. You can attack. Said.
Oh, you can? Neat. Yeah, well, that's the last prize. Got it all. Oh, that was tracing vanishing trails. A lot of fun. Let's check out the... Is it going to be the picture we just took? I mean, probably. Oh, there it is. No, this ain't it. It looked like this, though. I'm looking very carefully. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Hey! Perhaps we'll cross paths in Nodcry. If so, I hope this collaboration was just the first of many. Hey! Awesome. Alright, let's head back to Natlan, because next time I stream Genshin Impact, we're going to do a Nifa story, which takes place in Natlan.
Haha, it is so funny when you attack.
Is it? I haven't been paying it. I'm going to have to watch on the playback, because I usually do a playback to make sure the stream functions alright, and to make sure that the quality is okay, and that I don't have to change anything. Especially check for microphone errors, things like that. So I'll check that out once I'm looking at the playback. but it is funny to think about. I'm happy you guys got something to play with while I stream.
Prismzo.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome
Did
to
he?
the Adventurers Guild.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I'll watch.
Said. Watch.
Just gonna be patient. I can't imagine. Well, they are two pretty big avatars. Oh man, that's great. I was watching on the stream preview, so my reaction was probably a little bit delayed on you guys' end, but that was pretty funny. I like the way that they just pause just before he throws DD. But I can tell that each of those animations is kind of like a generic animation. So it doesn't matter if the person who creates the avatar creates an animation for it or not. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if they create an animation for it or not. It'll play a generic animation for each one of them. And that's great, because even if there isn't an animation, you still get to see the interaction between the avatars. So it's really cool. I want to remind everybody that my streams aren't sponsored by Stream Avatars. I just bought Stream Avatars because I thought it looked like fun and something you guys would like. And I'm glad you like it. It's not that expensive, so I don't think I spent like a whole lot of money on it just for you guys. It was like $15. It wasn't that much.
Prismzo do the attack.
No, you don't. He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. And you don't know, he might be busy, so he might not be able to type anything in. Here, hold up. I'll sit my character down. I'll type in something.
X Aries. Said. Okay.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
The All Creator Live Archives. Said. Attack requires a valid target.
You might want to get a guide if you're not
X
familiar
Aries.
with the area.
Said. This is so fun, you are the best.
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice. You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Just seeing that tiny thing throw such a huge avatar. See, I had to do it over on Twitch because my YouTube account doesn't have an avatar.
X Aries. Said.
But it's okay because Link's so tiny, it was really funny. But yeah, Prism, you gotta type in attack, and then after attack, hit a space, and then type in the name of the person you want it to throw. I'm wondering if DDD actually has an animation to go along with it, because because the
so tiny,
person
but still Chuck me.
who created the DDD avatar put a lot of work into it. He's got special animations for when he shows up, and oh, hold up. Yeah, he has little idle animations too, so that might be pretty fun. But it is all Prism's decision. It takes a little bit to get off the ground too. Like, you have to wait for the two of them to kind of get close to each other. But it happens. I think just typing it in, eventually when the two of them get close to each other, it just automatically happens.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Prismzo said, I was copy pasting to not type.
If it's getting hard, like, to get to your keyboard, I'm sorry.
Process if you don't keep your voice down.
Sorry, I had something stuck in my hair. I had to get it out. Alright.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Basketball. I gotta see that. Oh yeah, that's right. There are games. I think there's basketball. The Collect the Star one I've seen. I think there's even a duel or something like that. I don't know. I don't think the games work that well. I don't know. I haven't really tried them. The Collect the Star one works, but that one's only like a star will float around and you have to jump to grab it. It's like it looks like a Kirby star. That used to happen by default. But I changed it because the star can get kind of distracting. I think the star is even worth points or something. I think you can spend in-game currency in stream avatars. I think the longer you view and the more you type, you get currency in stream avatars, and I think you could check that in the commands list. And depending on how much currency you have, you can buy certain commands or something like that. I can't remember how it works. I don't really invest my time into things like that. I just thought maybe it would be something you guys might want to check out at some point. Just remember, you can always check that link at any time. It doesn't. I don't have to be streaming for you guys to check it out. I think it's also they have
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
a link for it available. Just to search up, you know, if you search up stream avatars commands, you can find a website that has a list of all of the different commands. So, yeah. All right. We've got everything all taken care of. I think I'm going to wrap things up in the stream. Oh, goodness, I completely forgot. Oh, hey, there you are, Zio. I forgot I was talking with Moonlit Ghost.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area. Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Huh, I thought there were emoticons on the PlayStation keyboard now. I guess not. I forgot some of these stickers, they're pretty funny. Oh, yeah, would you look at that? They only allow you to... Okay. So if I wanted the other pages, the new pages of stuff, I'd have to add them. Yeah, there's a limit now. I really should look more into this. Let's add all of the newest stuff. Oh, I'm at the limit again. Okay, well. How do I send...
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar.
Aww. Look at our adorable little groundhouse's face. Oh, I see. Cheers. There we go. Yeah, let's respond to you as well, Prism. I'll give you... Don't fret. There we go. That one looks good. Alright, let's head on back to the title. Oof.
The All Creator Live Archives.
Alright, sorry, I know, Eris, you wanna...
Sears.
Oh, what's this? 0 to 100 basketball battle royale 1086 60 roll. I got a 71. Oh, cool! You got a 71 out of 100. Cool. Cool.
I got let go.
Let me try. Roll. This seems like a lot more fun. Like, who can get the best number? Who can get the biggest number?
All Creator. Said. The All Creator Live Archives.
Ah, I got a 5. Yeah, I wish you guys could see it on YouTube, but you can't because I don't have an avatar set up on YouTube. But I got one set up on Twitch. But I'll let you guys know I got a 5 out of 100. Just so you know. I'm keeping things fair. All right. So that does it for another day of All Creator Live. I want to thank you, Prism, and you, Xeris, for hanging out for as long as you did. And Xeris, I'm glad you enjoyed the stream avatars. I would also like to thank Time Lords for stopping in and hanging out. It was good to see you again, bud. It's always great having avatars here. Or, I mean, not avatars, having mods here to help out with the moderation of the stream and whatnot. To those watching in the archives, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you yourself would like your own little avatar to appear at the bottom of the screen, keep in mind that they are available only to subscribers and those who participate in chat. So if you would like to see your own little stream avatar be sure to subscribe and tune in whenever it is that I stream. Make sure to say something in chat, even if it's a hello. It'll pop up even if you say hi. Alrighty, everybody. I'm probably going to get something to eat, grab some dinner, and then maybe rest for a little bit, and I might play some Power World later on tonight. But I'll let you guys know in the posts tab when an hour before I start, so that way you guys can prepare for when I do. Alrighty, everybody, you have a great day and our night now. I'll see you all later. Sleep easy and good night.